Well, it's not often you get a legend to grace your presence, and today we have the legend,
Wow.
Mr. Rich.
What an introduction.
Eisen. I mean,
what an introduction.
I mean, your introductions on the Rich Eisen show always catch viewers' attention. So I got to do my due diligence, but appreciate you joining me.
Sure.
Thinking of it from a high-level standpoint, the Combine in general.
Yeah.
What do you try to get out of this outside of just meeting someone and putting a face with the name?
My job for the next 4 days is to make sure that you stay tuned for as many of the 30 some odd live hours of coverage that we're going to have, that you're going to be informed and entertained as much as possible. And my job is to not know, what the prospect can do or has done. My job is to let those who are expert at that deliver that information, and I put it into the framework of what the teams need. My area of expertise are narratives and what fans are hoping for or have lived through. And so to try and put into perspective, well, if you're saying that's what this prospect can do or has done, perhaps that's the right fit for this team if they're on the clock at the right time.
Understanding that you have talked to a handful of Vikings players recently, and understanding where the Vikings sit right now, what are your feelings just on how they should or how they can attack this offseason?
Well, I mean, I had Justin Jefferson on at the Super Bowl, and I asked him the very simple question of where is the bag? Where's that bag right now? And he was looking for the location of the bag as well, and here we are on the eve of the Combine, and he's still in search of the bag. The bag exists. I'm sure he wants it to be filled up with as much Wilf dollars as he possibly can get. And I'm keen to know where that is and how that fits into what their plans at quarterback are. And how expensive is Kirk Cousins going to be? Is that a fit still? I think it is. How is Kirk Cousins doing? I saw him dance at the honors and then move around on a tennis court, of all things. So that does appear to be on target. Now, he's very expensive, though. It does help that the salary cap went up precipitously. So I imagine that means more room for Jefferson, and he deserves the top dollar that he's going to get. And he should be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. And I'm sure he wants to be paid like a quarterback. We'll see what the pushback is on all of that. So, and then obviously, how do the Vikings build out from there? Like, those are the two questions you need to figure out, is how much is Justin Jefferson going to cost, and how does that fit in for their quarterback situation?
My last question for you is just understanding that these offensive linemen are going to run their 40s. When you start to figure out, okay, the run-rich run, I got to get to a certain time, like, do you look at other positions' times? Like, how do you figure out that I can be better than last year?
At this point in time, I'm a 54-year-old man. I've come into this Combine the lightest I've been in a while. I've dropped some pounds. I'm not running here, though. I run in California. The advent of the COVID year of the 2021 Combine not happening, I didn't want to stop. So I ran in SoFi that year. And then I've run in the Rose Bowl the last 2 years. I'm running again on April 20th, I believe is the date. Interestingly enough, 420. Doing something physical. And so I'm going to be doing that, and we're going to be promoting Run Rich Run for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital quite a bit. So I'm no longer running it here, which means I don't look at these runners here and say that could be, as Warren Sapp once called a very large offensive lineman going slow. He called him my pace car, is what he called him back in the day. So I don't have that simulcam issue anymore. Well, look, so I'm running in Southern California shortly.
I feel like that's probably best for all parties involved.
I agree.
But this was best for the Vikings party, having you on our platforms, and appreciate you joining us today,
You got
Rich.
it, man.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Likewise.